October 11th, 1976. Orchard Beach, Maine. Dr. Herbert Hopkins, home, alone. The telephone rang. A measured voice said he was with a UFO research group. He asked to come by to discuss a case. Hopkins agreed. "I'm nearby," the caller said. Minutes later, the porch light bled into fog. Footsteps on the stairs. Too soon. He moved to the door, hand on the latch. Porch light humming. Not a neighbour. Not expected. The speed was wrong. From phone to threshold in minutes. Too precise. Too fast. Moments later, a knock came at the door. The speed of the arrival was the first unsettling detail. On the doorstep, a man unlike anyone he had ever met. Pristine, tailored, a slightly outdated black suit. His skin unnaturally pale, completely hairless, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, a cleanly shaven scalp, bright red lipstick, thin, perfectly straight lips. His speech was robotic, a flat, strange monotone, stiff steps, an almost clumsy gait. Hopkins invited him inside. The room's air turned cold. An alien strangeness settled over everything. The conversation that followed, brief, controlled, unnerving. He knew impossible details about Hopkins's private UFO case. He instructed Hopkins to destroy every research note and tape. As he spoke, he held a coin in his hand. He told the doctor to watch it closely. Before Hopkins's eyes, the coin blurred, then it was gone. The man warned that, like the coin, his energy would vanish if he continued. The threat was not overt, but its meaning was clear. After the warning, the man stood up, rigid and unnatural. He walked to the door and left as abruptly as he arrived. Terrified, Hopkins went to his files and burned all his UFO research. A man of science, a respected professional, had seen something that defied explanation. The encounter left him shaken for the rest of his life. His story, told with trauma and conviction. Section 2. Who are the Men in Black? Origins of a modern myth. The term Men in Black, MIB, refers to mysterious figures said to harass, threaten, or quietly silence UFO witnesses, typically in black suits, arriving in dark sedans at night. Witnesses describe an uncanny, sometimes non-human manner. Their purpose, it seems, is to discourage testimony about unidentified aerial phenomena. Not a single defined organization, but a recurring motif in UFO lore, reported across decades and continents. Most trace the legend to the early 1950s. The first widely noted account came from Albert K. Bender, founder of the International Flying Saucer Bureau, the IFSB. In 1953, Bender abruptly shut down the group and ceased publishing Space Review. He warned colleagues he'd been visited by 3 men who advised him to stop his work. He said he had discovered the truth about UFOs, but was too frightened to reveal it. The tale was amplified by his friend Gray Barker in the 1956 book They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers. Barker's account fixed the MIB template: 3 men, black suits, ominous warnings, and a hidden hand suppressing UFO claims. The case of Dr. Herbert Hopkins, in 1976, is often cited as one of the most credible, detailed MIB encounters on record. Hopkins was a respected physician. He had no record of seeking attention for paranormal claims. He was consulting on a UFO abduction case in Maine, lending formal medical expertise. It began with a phone call and an impossible swiftness to the doorstep. His description matched hallmark MIB traits: completely bald, no eyebrows or eyelashes, waxy, death-pale skin, bright red lipstick on a thin, almost lipless slit. He spoke in a flat monotone, moved stiffly, and lacked normal conversational cadence. He knew non-public details, then made a penny fade and vanish, warning, "Neither you nor anyone else on this planet will ever see that coin again." Shaken, Hopkins burned his files and severed ties with researchers. Later, his family reported poltergeist-like disturbances. A tantalizing photograph surfaced near Niagara Falls, New York. The controversial Niagara Falls Men in Black image, linked to hotel manager James Templeton, who reported a sighting in 1968, and later snapped two suited men departing, endlessly debated, persistently ambiguous. Asked directly about Men in Black, the FBI and US Air Force issue denials. No dedicated unit that silences UFO witnesses. FOIA requests yield no acknowledgement of such a program. Yet declassifications show interest in the myth itself. Air Force files link 3 Men in Black reports to public hysteria, amplified by Gray Barker. Private monitoring alongside public dismissal. An FBI memo recounts a 3 men silencing tale, deemed likely a hoax, yet it recommends neither confirming nor denying. A strategy of ambiguity can let fear deter reporting without direct action. No smoking gun, but clear awareness of the narrative. Some encounters could be staged psyops to muddy UFO discourse. Official silence may mask unsanctioned information control. Absent acknowledgement, the utility remains. Silence speaks, but not clearly. Evidence inconclusive, interest undeniable. What remains is a carefully unspoken space, and a public left to connect the dots. Between folklore and policy, a myth machine hums. Its contours are visible only in negative space. That too tells a story. Hollywood reshaped the MIB. The films turned sinister figures into wisecracking secret agents, gadgets, budgets, and control. Witness reports describe something far more unsettling. Not suave, almost inhuman. Pale, hairless, stiff, illogical, uncanny speech patterns. Psychological terror and apparent paranormal displays. 4 main explanations recur. Government agents, intimidation to protect secret tech misread as UFOs, psychological phenomena, stress, confabulation, archetypes, hoaxes, sensationalism and pranks muddy waters, paranormal or extraterrestrial, non-human agents, robots or avatars. Despite little definitive proof, reports are numerous and consistent. Witnesses include professionals with reputations at stake. Sparse physical traces offer tenuous corroboration. Pop culture comforts. Testimony disturbs. Intimidation claims are serious. Patterns suggest a real, perplexing phenomenon. Whether human, mythic, or other, our next step is careful investigation over sensationalism. Will we look harder or look away?